Hi, Rich Carrubba for bowlingball.com. This is a second part of a two-part series of articles, bowling hot tips. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is several different random tips, all with the purpose of helping you as an advanced player make sure you don't overlook certain fundamentals or keys to continuing to be successful with your game and to possibly improve. We know you like to bowl competition and we know you like to succeed. So sometimes not overlooking the simplest and key elements of the game is one thing we don't practice. Sometimes we get into the routine of just going down and throwing delivery after delivery on the practice lane, and you practice what you do and you practice on known conditions, and you really don't rehearse the individual things, key components of your game that can make you a very, very solid player. So let's talk about a few of them. We'll start with spare shooting. You know, regardless of how good you are or what system you use for shooting spares, you need to be as efficient as possible shooting spares, and you need to do that from all the delivery angles on the lane. And there are numerous spare systems that we know about that can help you organize your system of aligning to any spare you might leave. And these systems are generally taught by successful coaches. So if you work with a coach, you might want to share your system with his and talk about what works best and maybe take bits and pieces of things that work best for you. And many times the simplest system is the one that works the best. It's easy to get fooled into using techniques, let's say like you see the pros use on television. You know, they might want to throw the ball supersonic speed, very, very hard, something you don't practice very often. So you're not going to be accurate with something you don't really practice a lot. What we suggest is that you use the same ball speed. Practice timing and practice your consistency in your delivery, and that will help you more than trying to change speeds dramatically, particularly in competition. As example, shooting for corner pin spares. So that system, the systems the pros use may not be best for you. Those guys, that's what they do for a living, and they practice all the time with that. You don't have the time to get to the practice lane. You need to rehearse something that you can depend on and count on in competition. Now, another thing too is build disciplines in other area of your game. For example, you should be working to sharpen your skills and tune up properly before an important competition. If you're practicing for a tournament, get down to the practice lane and go through the key fundamentals of your game. You know, setup, make sure your setup's good, your footwork, the pace you walk, the direction you walk to the line, same with your swing, your maintain good balance and so on, all the way to the foul line. But one important thing, that bowling has always been a game of controlling your speed control and proper angles of delivery. To reduce it to its simplest keys, those are two things that we all strive for. So work on consistent ball speed. Make sure you get the ball over the foul line consistently each and every delivery, and release the ball as close to the same speed as you can every time, because alignments become much easier to make. You're going to be able to read the lane better with consistent ball speed, and you can make adjustments better under the heat of pressure. Another thing is keep your eyes focused on your target down the lane, wherever you're aiming, at the bowling arrows, what have you. Place full concentration, full focus on keeping your eye on your target as you walk up to the foul line. Part of your mind has to monitor your bowling approach as you walk up there to make sure you don't hurry your steps or things like that, and keep your balance and so on. And it's easy to distract ourselves to the point we don't keep our eyes focused on our target. Cannot tell you how important it is. Full commitment to your target sends a message to your brain, and your brain sends a message to your hand. That's where I want the bowling ball to go. So you've got to be very determined and very steadfast in focusing on your target until the ball passes it. Next, it's surprising with good bowlers how often we see bowlers hurry their last two steps. The pivot step, or the step before the slide, and the actual slide itself. And what you do is you hurry your steps, you have to hurry your hand to release the ball. That's when bad deliveries can occur. You can turn the ball early, you can rotate your arm around the ball and pull the ball offline. All kinds of things that we don't want to invite into our deliveries can happen if you hurry those last two steps. So, and that's faster than you normally bowl. Some people bowl with fast footwork or quicker footwork than others, but you should not get faster than what you do when you're at your very best. So you want to pay a little attention to that in your practice. Don't hurry those final two steps. And another key is to keep the tension reduced out of your arm swing. So it's free, loose, smooth, and try to reduce all the tension as possible. Keep a consistent gripping pressure on the ball from start to finish. It's easy when the ball gets to the top of the backswing to grab it and pull it forward, anticipating making a good release. And as you start changing gripping pressure, you change tension in your arm, you're going to invite different problems to occur, and you may not regulate your ball speed near as much as you would like. And then finally, follow through with your bowling hand, releasing the ball in the precise direction you want the ball to travel toward that specific target down the lane. Sounds easy. Things we take for granted, once again, are vital to being a better player. Hand control, releasing the ball, make a fully focused effort on the direction of your target, and those things combined can help you. And finally, hold your form. Hold your form under pressure. I used to hear Nelson Burton Jr. say that a lot on the telecasts, and when he was doing the Pro Bowlers telecast, hold your form under pressure. And he's right. If you don't hurry yourself, if you maintain balance, you're going to make more accurate deliveries in competition. So you can practice holding your form. You can practice watching the ball roll past your target without moving. You can work on your accuracy. Keep your torso, your upper body, and your head very still, and reduce all the excessive motion as much as possible, particularly during that all-important and critical release, and maintain good balance. Those are keys for you to bowl well in competition. Consult your coach, get out to the practice lane, work on your game, spend a little more time than you normally would if you're gearing up for an event, and I think some of these tips will help you. Good luck.